guys? Want to start this vlog off by wishing all of you a very happy Veterans Day today. Wanted to thank you all for serving, if you have, and you know, the ultimate sacrifice for all those who've died serving and protecting this country, and giving Samantha and I the opportunity to, you know, do what we love and do what we want to do. And
if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to live the life that we do.
So we really do appreciate it.
My daddy's a veteran, so make sure you say thank yous in the comments for him.
Yeah. So, with that being said, guys, I'm coming to you with good news on this vlog.
I just want to start off saying that I can't believe how nice you guys are to us, that offering to come pick us up and to bring us down to Florida.
To drive us all the way to Florida. I mean, like, tons. Like, comments, emails, Instagram.
Or to pay for our flight to get down. Like,
yeah, like, it was nuts. Like, guys, I can pay. Like, I'm not broke. It's just...
you guys are so nice to us.
I know. We have, like, the best subscribers ever. All right,
Don't
guys.
be nasty. If you're nasty, you get them blocked. No, I'm just kidding.
So a lot of you guys said, and I want to fill you guys in on this because I don't want anybody to get in trouble. A lot of guys, well, a lot of people in general said, you know, why don't you just put everything and get a drive-away unit for Sam and just drive down.
This is for anybody if you're, you know, going to be in that predicament.
So we can't do that because we have the dog, and dogs are a definite 100% no-go.
Even though we're leaving the company, they'll take my $1,000 deposit.
Right.
And I will lose that, and I'll be out.
Right. So, and you know, if for whatever reason, if we ever want to come back to this, you know, I'm just saying, you know, we want to leave the company on a good note. On a good note, right? So, so that wasn't going to happen. The next thing was a flight. We were going to try to get on a flight. I would have had to get Cody, I think, 1 shot or 2 shots, and then we would have had to buy him a dog carrier.
And then I had to be nervous about him, how he's like, it's like, what, 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm terrified of being on there, especially with COVID and having to wear a mask. We know someone that does drive away that got sick from being on a plane. Yeah,
so we're gonna stay. I just want to stay away from flights. It's just that tight and everything. So
after the video went up, our plan was for us to go down, both of us grab a load going down, grabbing the van and bringing it up.
Right.
Keeping the van in one of the yards, like the main yard. Yeah. And working another week or 2 to build up money again after having to bring the van up.
Yeah. But
I was like, you know what? I was like, you know, we were overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna be stuck here. So I was like, you know what? I was like, call Enterprise back. I was like, speak to somebody else. I was like, see what they could do for us. Yeah. So we spoke to someone that's been there longer than the person that is our rep. And he said, he's like, I could help you. He's like, as long as you're going to use the rental car just for 2 days. He's like, I can't let you go on a joyride with it. Right.
So basically what they're doing is they are leaving my Enterprise account open, and they are going to switch the vehicle on my account from a truck to a car. I don't know why they couldn't have did that in the first place, but, you know, but I am so glad. And he's just going to charge me the daily rate for whatever the truck normally would be. I think it's like $52 a day. Yeah. So that's awesome. I can totally swing that.
Unfortunately, we can't see family for Thanksgiving.
Right. So since he wants me to get the car going straight down there, like she's saying, I won't be able to see anybody for Thanksgiving, so we'll have to do something else. We usually get, like, if we're on the road for the holidays, we'll get like Cracker Barrel or something. They do like a whole Thanksgiving thing. But it's all good. We have a way. We're going to get down there. We're not going to be stuck here. And after talking to all of you, I figured out that I'm actually not stuck. I always have an option, apparently. So many of you guys have, you know, you guys were going to pay, or you were going to give me airline miles that you had for your credit card. I mean, that's just crazy nice. We really appreciate you guys. So we just left the Amazon locker, picked up Sam's stuff. She got
I got the extra battery for
her knee pad, her knee brace.
And then this is supposed to be. Oh man, I didn't open it right. This is supposed to be like the extra battery. It's cool. So when you go
charger.
Yeah, the charger. So when you like buy something, you select that you want it to a locker. So you could either scan the barcode or enter the numbers in. I had to enter the numbers in for some reason. I wouldn't take the barcode. And I had 2 things, but they were in separate lockers. They don't open that second locker until you take your thing out and you close that locker.
So
pretty cool.
But yeah, it's all good. So if you guys need something on the road, there's definitely that option.
There's nobody like there saying, "Oh, what's the number? What do you need help with?"
Right.
They just, you know, leave you alone.
There is a certain, I think, size and weight restriction
Yeah.
too, though. So if you're gonna get something like really heavy, they might not allow it. But if you need something
They'll
small
tell you
or whatever.
if it can go in the locker or not.
But right now we're gonna go. We're gonna run to. We like the North Garden. It's a Chinese restaurant in Elkhart, right in front of the Red Roof. So we're gonna go get lunch over there, and then we are gonna. She has one more package we gotta pick up from another locker because this one was all full, so she had to ship her other things to a different locker. We're gonna grab that, and then we are both dispatched on loads. So I got a 26-foot travel trailer, and Sam got a 30-foot Class C going to the same place in New York.
Yeah.
Now, I don't really like the travel trailers, but this one is kind of small, and it's not going far. It's only like 450 miles, so I was like, all right.
Yeah, it's a 6.5 hour.
Whatever. But if we could both make money, it's all good. You know what I mean? So that's the plan. So we're gonna go eat, get her thing from the locker, and then grab our loads and head out. So let me get together here, and then I'll catch you guys when I get Chinese food. We'll see what it looks like. All right. I think there was a language barrier between Samantha and the person taking the order.
She didn't understand anything I was saying. It was very hard to.
I don't know how you put somebody on the phone that doesn't speak a lick of English.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I got this. I'm supposed to have the lunch special, which is like $5 or $6.
$6.95.
And it comes with, I got the chicken and broccoli and pork fried rice. Look at this whole thing is chicken and broccoli, and then
They
they
gave
give
me white rice in the beginning, and I said no, I want a pork fried rice, so now I got white rice.
I mean, it looks delicious, but holy crap, I have a lot of food. You want some food later?
Oh, nibbies.
All right, he's looking. All right, so we're gonna munch. Oh yeah.
Meat fun. It's just white noodles. Really good.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
All right, good.
Ooh, yeah, $7 for this. $4 for small.
That's gonna be the meal for the next 4 days. All right, we're gonna eat and then we'll go get that load. All right, guys. I hope you can see me. I got some of these lights on, but Sam and I, we both picked up our units. She's right in front of me, and I hate travel trailers, but I gotta tell you guys, this 26-foot Jayco J flight, I think what makes it different is that it's a toy hauler, so they put more of the weight in the front, and this thing is towing great. I mean, there's no sway, there's no like bouncing around. I mean, it's fantastic. So this one's really good. Plus, we're not taking it that far. We're only going 450 miles. We got 3.5 hours left, 226 miles. So we'll bring it down to probably like 2.5 tonight, and then we'll park it. But I wanted to tell you guys the craziest thing that happened today. So I'm sitting in the truck at the yard. Sam is getting her unit checked out by security. They check the VIN, they make sure you have your placards up and everything. And prior to that, when she did her inspection, she saw a couple scratches, and she took pictures, and she emailed it to whoever handles that. Now, sometimes they'll come out, or they'll call you, and they want to come out. Maybe they can touch it up, or they buff it, or whatever they do. So I see this guy. He runs over to her RV, goes inside her RV, and comes out with her placard. Now I'm thinking maybe like all right, maybe because I had these placards made up at Staples. I just printed them out on a piece of paper, and then I had them laminated. I just like them better that way. It's a lot easier. They give you like these paper sticker ones, but they're very flimsy and they don't last long, especially if they get like in the weather. It's over. So the guy comes out with it. I thought he had a problem with it, and he was going to tell her like, hey, these are unacceptable. Or I thought he was going to tell her that they have to be like maybe taped to the side of the door or something so they could see them a little bit better, because we usually put them right in the window and you could see them, but I don't know, I figured maybe he had an issue with it. Instead, he almost walks right by Samantha. Samantha's like, and she sees the placard in his hand. She's like, what happened? What are you doing? And he goes, oh, I gotta make a copy of it, I need it for my RV. This guy pulled up in a Class A, took a previous unit to California, left his placards in the unit, helped himself to my girlfriend's unit, walked inside, took her placard, didn't ask or anything, and he was just going to go make a copy of it without saying anything. He wasn't going to say anything. He was just going to go. Meanwhile, the yard that we picked up at, guys, the corporate office, the main headquarters where you can get a placard inside, was right there. We were at that yard. So I I guess she was in shock that somebody had the balls to just go inside somebody else's unit and help themselves to their placard that, you know, I spent money on to make. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it was even the one that they just give you. So she's like in shock. She's like, oh, okay. You know, like in shock. Like she couldn't believe what just happened. So then she comes up to me and tells me what happened. You know, because I'm like, you know, what happened? What did he say? It was a problem with the placard or something? And she goes, oh no, he just needed to make a copy of it. He's a driver. I said, you didn't flip out on that guy for touching your unit, walking inside your unit without asking, and grabbing your placard with no regard for yourself or your property? I mean, guys, I don't know if this guy has COVID. He's touching the door handles that she's going to touch. Now he's inside it. You know what I mean? I don't know what this guy's mental, you know, health prognosis is. How do I know he's clean? I'm trying to, you know, stay extremely safe. I sanitize up the ass all the time, not literally. You know, so we're always trying to stay clean, and this guy just helps himself inside the unit. It drove me nuts, man. And I really wanted to, like, get at this guy so bad, but security was right there, and they're quick to write you up if they want to. So I tried to play it cool, but, you know, I was talking to Sam, I was like, you know, you should tell that guy what's up. You know, like, tell him, like, that was messed up what you did, dude. You know, her wallet was in the RV, and she was right outside the RV on the other side, so she couldn't see that he went in there because she was talking to security, giving her paperwork so she could verify the VIN number. But, you know, her cell phone, her $1,000 iPhone is in there. Her wallet with money and ID and all this stuff is in it. And, you know, this asshole's walking around in the RV like it's his unit. You know, guys, once you take a unit, once you put the key in and you put your stuff in it, or you hook up to it if it's a travel trailer or fifth wheel, you are 100% responsible for that unit. In orientation, they tell you, treat this RV like it's yours. It is yours. It's yours till you drop it off. From the time you pick it up to the time you drop it off, this unit is yours. You are 100% responsible whether it goes on fire, whether you hit it. Doesn't matter. It's your fault. Even if you don't do it. So if this guy walked inside that unit and a key accidentally scratched the side of the cabinet, or he scuffed the floor, or, you know, whatever the case is, guys, it's on Sam because it's her unit. I can't believe this guy did that. It just drove me up the wall, man. And I was right there, and she gave it to him. She told him, you know, what's up. And I was, you know, in the truck like 5 feet away, and I was keeping an eye on everything, make sure everything was cool with him, you know. But man, I can't believe, don't go inside anybody's unit, guys, unless they give you permission, okay? And even then, you don't want to be responsible for anybody's unit, so just stay away. I don't understand. You know, if he would have came up to her or I and said, hey, you know, I forgot my placards back in California on another unit. Is it possible I can make a quick copy of yours? Honestly, I don't like giving out my property, so I probably would have told him to just go in the office and get a placard, because they have them there, you know what I mean? They give hundreds of them away probably every month, because today alone there was like 15, 20 new drivers signing on and doing their orientation. So they're all going to get placards. So they have plenty of placards for you guys inside. There's no need for you to go help yourself inside somebody else's unit and take theirs. But if he would have, and he really needed it, and maybe he said, oh, they're out of placards, you know, fine. I would have walked with him to the office. I would have made a copy, and he would have been good to go. But that was extremely rude and extremely ballsy of him to do that. Now that I said that, I feel a little better. It was just eating me alive, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I don't know. I don't know. Especially this whole COVID thing. I don't know what that guy has, if he has anything. You know what I mean? We got to look out for one another. You know, mainly I got to look out for her. She's my, you know what I mean? I gotta take care of her. So nobody else matters. All right. So, like I said, up there she is calling. All right, I'm gonna get back with you guys once we park for the night. All right, guys, we dropped off. It was pretty quick. This place in Buffalo, nice and quick. Took everything, no problems. And now we're getting some McDonald's. I'm starving. We didn't really have, I don't know. I had the leftover Chinese food that we had from lunch yesterday, and it was cold and it wasn't great, so I didn't really eat much.
Yeah, we stopped at a rest area, so I wasn't able to like heat it up. Like if you go to Pilot, or the gas stations at the rest stops, they have a microwave, but we didn't stop there.
Yeah. So Jake, I just want to let you know I am sending your business cards out. I appreciate you wanting to spread the word. If any of you guys want some business cards, I'd be happy to mail you some. Just send us an email. I'll put my email address up above, and it's down below as always, and then I can send you guys out some. So we're gonna get some food here. I want to throw this vlog up for you guys so you know what's going on, and we'll see you guys in the next one.